Okay, let's open this thing up.
I'm shining up my Strike Force FHDR trail camera. Gonna see some critters eating my bird seed. I'm shining up my Strike Force FHDR trail camera. Gonna see some critters eating my bird seed.
What I have here is the card from that trail cam. We're going to see how well that little Indian hat thing worked over the bird feeder. And then we're going to talk a little bit about that trail cam. Let's go inside and take a look and see what's on here. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. Yeah, as you can see, that India hat works pretty good. I was a little surprised. I didn't think the guy would be able to actually grip onto it, but it does have some texture. And so those little feet just kind of grab on, but when he gets to the edges, you can see, just can't figure out how do I get down to that seed? Can't do it, at least not yet. I'm gonna run this camera a few more times and, kind of see, you know what I really want? I want to see him falling off of it is what I really want. Okay, before I go any further, this game cam, which is a Strikeforce FHDR Night Optics by Browning, or at least it's marketed by Browning. I bought this with my own money. They're not sponsoring this at all. The reason why I bought it was I've been wanting a game cam for around the house. But I wanted something small, lightweight, reliable. I didn't need to be cellular. I didn't need any of that kind of thing. The last thing I want is to be woken up in the middle of the night because a squirrel is eating the seed off my bird feeder. So just having an SD card inside with a timer and some IR capability and some sort of detection, motion detection, is all I needed. Something really simple. And things, frankly, have just gotten very, very complicated. As I was looking for one of these, they all have the antenna. You got to buy cellular time with them at like $4 a month, and it's like, okay. If I had a land lease somewhere or something like that, and I wanted to keep track of deer or something, pigs or something, and when they're coming in so that I can plan my hunt, yeah, that I could see where that's valuable. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted something simple. And something like, my little GoPro-esque or my action cam thing, it's just going to stay recording forever until it runs out of battery, and I didn't want that. So I went down to my local store, found this, and kind of did a little bit of research. I also found it on Amazon. I'm going to leave a link if you want to purchase one of these, or you can, take a look at some of the other ones. I landed on Browning because of everything that I've read. The things that Browning puts its name on seems to be the best value for dollar and performance ratio. You know what I mean? All the other things are like, man, you can get something real cheap and get something for $49. But what I understand, and I haven't used any of those, but from what I understand from others, yeah, it's okay, right? And then there's some other brands that are like, oh my gosh, this is stellar, but I didn't want to spend $250 or $300 on a game cam, like I said. This thing was roughly, it was a little over $100. If I'm not mistaken, I think I might have paid $130, and because I had some credit card points kinds of things, I was able to get it a little cheaper. So I don't endorse using credit cards for the sake of racking up credit, But if you're responsible and you get some points associated with it, because that's what I did, I pay off my credit cards when they come in. So I don't carry a running balance. But the points that you get for using that card does pile up. And you might even be able to get one of these for free if you have enough points, right? So anyway, that's kind of how I roll. Small, lightweight, kind of. We'll see that in the specs in just a minute. Can mount to the tree or the branch or something in a bunch of different ways. You know what? I'll shut up. Let's get to the specs. Overall width at the widest point, about 4 inches. At the narrowest point, 3 3/8 inches. How tall is this thing? About 4 3/8 inches. How thick is it? 2 3/4 inches at the thickest point. On the back, it's got some jimping on these standoffs that help it grip to the tree. It also comes with this strappy strap that can go inside these loops so you can wrap it around a tree nice and tight. The strappy strap has this nice buckle that works pretty good, and it's, yeah, pretty long. It's pretty long. Gotta figure out what to do with the excess, you know? It also has these 2 openings where a cable can go through so you can secure it and not have it stolen. That's an accessory sold separately. It has a 1/4-20 thread that you can mount it to a tripod or some other apparatus like I have that wraps onto a branch or something. You open it up with this clip and you can get at the controls. And when you turn it on, you can navigate around to the various things you want to do. Press the mode button and have at it. Instructions are included. The SD card loads right here. And it comes with a 32 gigabyte memory card. You can put other memory cards in there too. When you press this eject button, it pops open the battery door. And you can put in, looks like 6 AA batteries. This particular version that I bought came with batteries, so right out of the box you can start recording. This little door here opens up and it reveals a little jack where you can put in a solar panel with rechargeable batteries and it'll last a very long time. That's an accessory that's sold separately. The camera can shoot at either 720p or 1080. These 4 things are the adjustable IR lights. You can get up to 70 feet for economy, long range 110 feet. There's this tiny little hole right here. That's where the microphone is, so you can record audio along with your video. This little LED illuminates when you're in test mode so that when you walk across the sensor, it'll flash letting you know it's working. You want to make sure you turn that off so the critters don't see that red light come on. If it matters to you, it's made in Thailand. Indeed, it comes with the card. It does full HD. It can capture up to 15,000 photographs. That's a lot of photos on 6 AA batteries. Trigger times, 0 blur. I don't know what that means, except all the images that I've gotten off the thing are all sharp. 30 megapixel pictures. The IR can detect movement up to 90 feet away. Time-lapse photography if you want to do that. And the Radiant 4 thing, that's just the kind of IR illumination. This thing weighs in at, with batteries, 14¼ ounces. It is a bit of a chunk, but it is their mini version. Lastly, this particular package deal came with batteries. It came with a 32 megabyte SD card. And I figured, boy, I could just take this home, strap it to the tree, put batteries in, put a card in, hit record or hit on, and away you go. I don't know that you're going to be able to get this pack anymore. I don't know. You're going to have to look around, but I'm pretty sure that this brand will come up with different packages. You might even be able to buy 2 at a pretty decent price. That would be kind of cool. I couldn't find that at the time. And I might actually pick up another one. I am kind of thinking about that. The use of this thing inside, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's a little screen. You got to scroll through. You hit the mode button. You go dirt, 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 dirt. You kind of rifle through. Once you get the hang of it, it's okay. It's okay. It does what it says. It's got a timer, so you could actually say, 'cause I have this set up to go from about 10 p.m. It's 9:35 p.m. That's where I landed, until 8 o'clock in the morning. And the reason why I did that was so it's not recording, obviously, when just the wind blows, because that happens a lot, or when birds land on it. Although, when I was testing it, I did catch a lot of birds, and that's a lot of fun too. But I have it set that time because I noticed about 5 o'clock in the morning, the little mousies come out and the rats come out to come eat the stuff. And right around 9:30, or it's kind of just after dark, when it's just dark enough, they come out too. And you could see by the date timestamp at the bottom of the video when they're coming. And that's why I set it up that way. Be aware, if it's windy, you're going to get a lot of windy pictures, because that did happen to me too. But that kind of goes with the territory, right? Bunny rabbits, things on the ground that are running around that this thing can detect, it'll trigger it, obviously. But I have it set for 1.5 minutes. You can go up to 2 minutes on video. You can get down to 30 seconds on video if that's all you want. And it'll quickly detect something, or you could wait for a detect, because it might be a false alarm. There were a couple of times where a spider came down here. I didn't want that to detect, but it did. And I'm looking at a spider coming down. That was interesting. So you can adjust all of that. Fully adjustable. Get the manual when you get the package. Read through it. It's in English, not Chinglish. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. That's all I got. Join me on the next one.
See you next time.